opponent, wearing the white trunks, at 6 feet 3 inches tall and 220 pounds, from Louisville, Kentucky, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. Ali! 15 rounds for the all-time heavyweight championship of the world.
I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna punish him. And you remember what I'm saying. I'm not gonna knock him out. I'm gonna whoop him.
Perhaps if I could corner him, and that would take some doing, I perhaps could knock him out.
Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Murray Warner speaking for the staff who produced the fight you are about to see. The film you will see is the result of more than 3 years of research by leading sports writers around the world and by members of the World Boxing Historians Association. It was made possible because of the cooperation of the fighters themselves by other great champions, trainers, fellow boxers, referees, seconds, and boxing authorities who'd contributed their knowledge for digestion by the computer, and by the tremendous heart and ability of the two super great fighters themselves, who actually went more than 70 tough rounds which were edited into the fight you will see. The computer told us how many punches each man would land and where, how hard, and if they would hurt the opponent. The computer applied formulae, 4 million of them, to each round to tell us each man's condition. It told us about cuts, knockdowns, gave us round-by-round scores, and of course, who the ultimate winner of the fight would be, and in what round the fight would end, and how. But make no mistake, you are actually going to see Rocky Marciano and Muhammad Ali at their best, because that's the way the computer saw them. It is with deep affection that we dedicate this film to the two fighters who participated in its production. The great Muhammad Ali, who to all of us associated with the production is just a little bit greater than he ever made claim to being. And to the memory of Rocky Marciano, whose death just 3 weeks after completing the shooting of this fight left a void in the life of everyone who knew him and in the entire sports world. To Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano go our respect, our affection, and our deepest thanks. Call him Muhammad Ali, call him Cassius Clay. Many people claim that by any name, pound for pound, this is the greatest fighting machine to ever wear a pair of trunks. Unquestionably, the fastest heavyweight ever to enter the ring. His maneuvers have defied description. In 29 bouts, his record is unmarred. He won 24 by knockouts. Ali defended his title 9 times before being set down by the WBA. The most astounding defense being the first-round KO of Sonny Liston in their return match at Lewiston, Maine. By far his most effective punch is his left jab, timed by Sports Illustrated at 4/100ths of a second. He is most vulnerable to a left hook to the body, and that may cause him a real problem in this fight, since that's one of the best punches in Marciano's arsenal. Ali is a classic stand-up fighter who's been off his feet only twice in his career, while dropping his opponents 26 times. Ali is a high-grade attacker who throws combinations with blinding speed and deadly effect. His fast left hand and ability to cut an opponent could be deciding factors in this fight. Defensively, Ali is a superior fighter with the fastest hands and feet of any heavyweight in history. He's a hard man to hit because he's a hard man to catch. Surprisingly underrated as a counterpuncher, he is actually superior in this category, using both hands to beat opponents to the punch. He and Marciano have one opponent in common, Archie Moore. Ali stopped the aging Archie in 4, while Marciano had done it in 9 7 years earlier. At 6'3" and 210 pounds with an 82-inch reach, he has all the physical best of it over the Brockton blockbuster, who gives away 4.5 inches in height, around 20 pounds in weight, and an incredible 14 inches in reach. And when you're up against a left hand like Ali's, that 14 inches might well be 14 miles. The toughest judges of any fighter's ability are his contemporaries, the guys who climb through the ropes themselves and know the loneliness of this kind of game. How do they judge Muhammad Ali? Here's what Jersey Joe Walcott, the man who lost his title to Marciano, had to say.
I think Clay is the greatest heavyweight champion we've ever had. And I think he knows what he's doing while he's in that ring.
The Cinderella man, Jimmy Braddock, gave his analysis of Muhammad Ali, too.
Well, with a fella like Clay, you always got to be after him. That's where his great success is. He's a great mover. And with a heavyweight that's always tense to punch, he's tiring the other fella out while he's not being hit. And by the time 3 or 4 rounds come around, the guy's pretty tired, and it's easy for Clay to land his punch.
The loquacious Big Eye man from New Hampshire, former champion Jack Sharkey, digs Muhammad Ali.
Well, Clay is in there for a long time, and as I say, that he'll die of old age unless someone drops a bag of cement in his head as he's walking down the street, and he's a good fighter. Don't make any mistakes about it. You take a young fella that's gone through the mill, fought all of these so-called great guys he's heard so much about, and when he's with a guy with a chip on his shoulder, it's going to be a hard man to beat. Guy's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
Nat Fleischer, publisher of Ring Magazine, has reservations.
Muhammad Ali still has not proven to me that he is a great fighter. He is, in my opinion, the fastest man, the fastest heavyweight we've had in the last 50 years. I don't think anybody that I can name compares to him in speed. But besides the speed, I don't think that he possesses the assets of a great fighter, or if he does possess them, he has not yet demonstrated it.
And German writer Kurt Severin said,
this thing that Cassius represents today, the most unorthodox, almost suicidal style in boxing, which he has developed to such a point that it is actually an apex of boxing in retreat and yet being aggressive. His continuous jabbing is now a very formidable weapon which he can switch over into a hook and an uppercut.
And that's just some of the comments we have on the great Muhammad Ali. But now, let's turn to Rocky Marciano, the Brockton blockbuster, who reached his peak at 29. 49 times he answered the bell, and 49 times he had his hand raised in victory. 43 of those times by knocking his opponents out. The only heavyweight champion in history to have retired undefeated. He started his professional career with 16 straight knockouts, and then, after the climb to the ratings and after taking a solid shellacking for 13 rounds, beaten and bleeding beyond repair, scored a thrilling knockout of Joe Walcott to win the title. He successfully defended the title 6 times before retiring, 5 of those 6 defenses by KOs. Easily cut, Marciano's problem with Ali will be trying to stay away from that lancing left hand, and to do so with his 14-inch shorter reach. It's going to mean he has to stay inside the bigger and faster man. In 29 fights, no one yet has been able to do that with Ali. Jack Sharkey offered this prediction of the outcome of the fight.
Marciano will naturally be trying to get inside. He was not a fighter from distance. He was a fellow that getting close within range of his short arms. He was a terrific puncher, and he'd have to get inside that long reach of Clay's plus his height. I think Marciano probably brought him down a little bit, but it would be a great fight, and something's bound to happen. Rocky was good at that. When he hits you, you know you got hit.
Jimmy Braddock talked about Clay and Marciano, too. First, Clay.
The left jab, well, that's all he does. I mean, until the fella gets tired enough, really slows down to a walk, and he can step in and punch with him. Marciano, the great fighter that he was, and we got to concede that he was not losing any fights. He was the strongest fella, heavyweight, I've seen around in the past 25 or 35 years. He was strong, and he got by on his strength, whereas you take Clay, he gets by on his speed. Well, I think Clay was a little too fast.
And here's Jersey Joe Walcott's prediction.
Marciano is on a crude side and rough, and takes a terrific punch, a terrific beating, but I think the present champ would win a decision.
Max Schmeling, another former champion, said,
I haven't seen Rocky Marciano. Marciano was small, was short, and he would cut his eyes. Clay still had many things he should learn, you know. But for what reason he shall learn, because he has no opponents. He is hitting with open hands. He is very open. He is standing in front of the men, very open, and he's a cinch to hit. And I think Cassius Clay wouldn't take it too.
And the great Joe Louis said,
that fight would be a fight like be a Clay and Marciano fight. He'd be running as hard as he could run, as long as he could run. Clay keeps his hand down awful lot, you know, and it moves against the ropes and just gets somewhat tangled up into the ropes. But eventually, I think that Marciano catch up with him.
Jack Kearns Jr., son of the great trainer, had some interesting words, too.
Rocky'd hit you in the elbow, and the next time he'd hit you on top of the head, and the next time he'd hit you on the side and in the back, and he'd hurt you every time he'd hit you. Clay would, as I said, give Rocky Marciano a lot of trouble for a while. He has the style to give Rocky trouble for 30 rounds or 40 rounds, but I don't believe that he could keep his composure with a fellow like Rocky, and that's when Rocky will step up the pace and do some damage.
And so that's how some of the experts look at our two contestants tonight, the super fighters, Rocky Marciano and Muhammad Ali. Now here in the ring for tonight's fight, both men loosening up in their corners. Ali, obviously much the taller of the two, Marciano calm and poker-faced. Ali, his usual animated self. Remember, Marciano gives away 20 pounds, 4.5 inches in height and 14 inches in reach. Both men undefeated. Ali, 29 out of 29, and Rocky, 49 out of 49. For the purposes of tonight's fight, age differentials have been wiped out. Both men are at their peak, and now as referee Chris Dundee calls the fighters together for final instructions, let's cut away for a moment and get their own comments about tonight's fight. We talked to Marciano and Ali. Here's what they had to say. First, Marciano.
Well, I'm glad that we've got a computer being the man that makes the decision. I've never predicted a fight in my life. I've never knocked anybody before a fight, and I'm certainly not going to start now. I'm happy that this fight is taking place on the computer because there'll be no hometown decisions, and there'll be no prejudice in this fight. It'll be done by a machine with all the human elements taken out of it, and I'm very pleased about that.
You saw Clay fight, didn't you?
Yes, I have.
How would you describe him? How would you rate him?
Well, I'd rate him as the fastest man on wheels, I guess. As a heavyweight, he is probably the fastest heavyweight of all times. Great reflexes, good moves, good boxer, scientific man, well-conditioned, and just threw a lot of punches.
If you were to fight him, how would you plan it?
Well, I would have to fight him like I fought everybody else. I guess I more or less had one style that I used at all times. I used my weight and my height to best advantages, and that is by getting low, making myself the smaller target, a harder target to hit on the chin, and by bobbing and weaving and staying in close as I could to an opponent. I learned how to punch inside and shot, and that gave me an advantage. I tried not to stay long range. I tried to stay away from the middle of the ring. I usually like to get my man up against the ropes where he would become a bigger target, an easier target, and couldn't move as fast as he could otherwise.
Well, then that will have to be a time that I just quit moving, because no man in the history of boxing or now can really corner a fighter and keep him there unless he's got bad legs or he's a little old, and he have to. But he would, if you remember my fight with George Chuvalo, I was criticized for just deliberately for 15 rounds letting him beat me in the stomach and the sides. But if a man's strategy is to corner me corner me, wear me down, and then knock me out, then he's taking a big gamble, because if he don't corner me and if he don't wear me out, then he's in trouble. Mainly, you must realize this. Anybody watching this show or any who knows anything about boxing and real fighting will tell you that before, not just Marciano, but any fighter, if he's in arm reach of me, he's hit. He's cut, he's bleeding, his face is puffed up, he can't think, his brains are shook up. And for a man to just keep cornering me and keep coming to me, then I just must quit punching or something in order to let him do it. Anybody that I hit, if I get hit enough, I can be cut. Not just Marciano. Anybody that I hit would cut. And if he hits me right in the right places at the right times, I will cut. But one thing I have going for me is that I've never really been knocked out or shook up. I've never really got cornered. I've never really been flat-footed and slow, and nobody has ever, as much as I'm telling you, as much as touched me on the face hard. So it'll be kind of hard to convince anybody in America or worldwide that a man can corner me as tall and as range and as fast as I am and just beat me with me standing there. It's a science fiction talk.
And now this all-time heavyweight championship fight ready to go. There's the bell, and here's Guy LeBeau.
Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay in this, the classic championship fight. Uniquely, the two only undefeated heavyweight champions of the world. I'm rather staggered by the size proportions. Marciano about 5'11", Cassius Clay about 6'3", perhaps a little bit more. Marciano is the shortest man that Cassius has fought, and Marciano is looking at the tallest man he has ever boxed. Marciano's immediate target is to take some of the speed out of the legs of Muhammad Ali. That left-hand jab scored for Muhammad Ali. He doesn't like to be caught on the ropes, and that's where Marciano wants him immediately. Marciano usually works his man to the ropes, hurts him early, likes to show who's boss immediately. Nice work defensively by Marciano, flicking off the left jabs. Muhammad Ali keeps things honest in the center of the ring. Marciano has had 11 first-round knockouts to his credit. Cassius Clay has had 2, among them Sonny Liston. Off the ropes again. A little bit more than a minute gone by, round 1. Marciano will occasionally leap forward to nail his target. A good body rally by Marciano. And Muhammad Ali seemed to draw gasps of breath as he moved back to the center of the ring. The left jab scores for Muhammad Ali, and again. He's faster than usual in round 1. Whoops. The educated legs of a Ray Robinson, the fine, fast hands of a Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali. And scores again. But he'll have trouble sighting that short target too many times, will Muhammad Ali. And scores again with the rapier left hand. Marciano has not gotten too much to the body or anywhere. A fine combination by Muhammad Ali. He's the combination thrower. Marciano was attempting to leap forward that time and changed his mind. Again gets tagged by a left hand. And lands a left to the body that time. With only 68 inches of reach, Marciano will have a little trouble communicating from time to time. Muhammad Ali has a reach of about 83 inches. Jabs and scores again, and quickly. Good left hand by Marciano. There's the bell ending round 1.
As pretty much expected, this round had both men obviously exhibiting caution and not taking any careless chances. Neither one was hurt in any way. They showed a lot of respect for each other. Rocky showing his old hurting ability, but not really pressing the issue, as he kept running into the business end of Ali's left hand. Ali, with his great sense of timing and speed, played round 1 as if he were following a Vince Lombardi game plan, called Stick and Run. You can see he's ready to go here. There's the bell, and here's Guy LeBeau.
Marciano is at 195. Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay is at 215. The aggressor, faster and throwing harder, but missing. Marciano doesn't like to waste too many punches. He's wasting a lot there. He says it saps his strength. But look at that Muhammad Ali move. That has to be the best display of footwork you will see in a long, long time. Rocky has reaped nothing but the wind with all of the heavy artillery thrown thus far. And a surprise, Marciano goes to the straight-up jabber puncher this time. Apparently trying to coax Muhammad Ali into an exchange. He hasn't been able to do that from his haunches. Left slam, and he takes a left to the body, does Muhammad Ali. 1 minute gone by, round two. He's having his own trouble communicating. The right misses. Ali having trouble with the height factor. And there's Marciano at his best. He's got his man locked in, hammering the arms and the body. And slickly, Muhammad Ali out of danger. And seemingly okay. Marciano does not try to box his man, moving forward nearly all the time with slight shifting to the right by the shoulder, pulling the head back against the long right of Muhammad Ali. Hard shots by Marciano, many shots by Muhammad Ali. And Ali speeding up his throwing, landing harder. Marciano had a very good body rally. And now again has trouble cornering his man. Ali, the shifting, fast, darting target. Lands to the body and takes a left hook to the body. Marciano is very good at pulling the head backward, as the famed middleweight champion Jake LaMotta used to be. There's the bell, ending round two.
Ali and Marciano both scored slightly better shots in round two, but neither has turned loose the big guns to this time. 15 rounds is a long road to travel, and even for fighters of this caliber, the first steps along that road had better be careful ones. While Ali doesn't pack the power of Marciano, his flurries can hurt, and of course he's got to stay away from those looping body shots, which can slow him to a walk if they get home, and if they land, can lower his guard and set him up for the rock. There's the bell, round three, here's Guy.
Both men got the feel of leather in round two. Muhammad Ali even faster here in round three. The battle still in the center of the ring where Marciano doesn't want it. A good left-handed attack by Ali. Marciano has to worry. He cuts easily around the face and eyes. Round and round. He wants Ali to come forward. A solid left hand to the solar plexus by Marciano. That often hurts more than the eye can see at first. Ali slowed just a little bit. And again, solid shots to the body by the rock. That's what he's been waiting for, that kind of target. But Ali keeps up the tap-tap-toe. He's faster than Ezra Charles, and he's landing with the left hand and hurting with the hooks. The Rock has a cut along the right eye. Marciano has half abandoned the plan to get his man against the ropes. Whoop, the alley shuffle. Didn't seem to bother the Rock. This is round 3. Ali scoring with the left hand. Marciano missing the right hand more than usual. I've never seen him miss this much. But the target is highly elusive. He dances left, he dances right. Good solid left hand to the body by Marciano, but he takes several shots to the face and jaw by Clay. That right hand missing has got to be tiring the Rock. Neely had him, got away. The hard punching is obvious here in round 3. The power has been steadily accelerating. They hurt each other, but Muhammad Ali fights him off the ropes and scores to the jaw. Marciano is inside beautifully with the left hand. And Ali now shifts attack to the body. No doubt about it, they've gone to the big guns. They've opened up in this round. There's the bell.
Rocky's corner is reacting quickly to that slight cut over the eye. This is what Ali said he would try for, and here early in the fight, he's managed to draw first blood. You can bet that from here on in, it's going to be his prime target. Ali didn't get away completely untouched in this round. He's been taking his share at the body, and it's best to remember that Rocky said he generally took pretty good for openers, lost the early rounds, but felt the real test comes in the stretch run. Here's round 4, Guy Laboe.
Marciano has that right eye to defend here in round 4. Muhammad Ali again stepping around, not too fast this time. Well, the best defense is a good offense. Marciano's got one going here. He wants to fight. He's pulling forward a little now instead of just flicking the left hand, and he's hurting Clay inside. Muhammad Ali swinging around nicely, getting away. Marciano now is pulling in with the left hand. He holds his man a second, then he can bring the fists into play. Raking the body with the left to the right. Scoring better now than in the previous 3 rounds. Muhammad Ali getting a jab in, 2 hooks in. Marciano setting the pace, actually. A minute gone by, round 4. Marciano pausing just a second, then diving in with the left hand, and that's managing to get him inside. Power on those hands and hurting those hands. And the opponent has talked about how after 6 or 7 rounds of that, you can't lift your hands in the 8th or 9th round. Ali stepping up the pace a little bit now. He has cut the right eye again. It bleeds a little bit once more. Marciano has decided apparently to take more so that he can shorten the hitting range. Getting inside. Marciano now and then shows the respect for Clay. He doesn't follow him onto the ropes. Less than a minute left. How's that? Each guy fast as the other. Marciano showing great speed with the hands. And look at Clay go. Marciano winning the exchange on power. Marciano shifting from body to the head. This is Marciano at his best. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Short right to the head. He's hurt his man. He wants him. He's got him hurt, and there's the bell.
Both Ali and Rocky opened up in this round, and here's another look at the best exchange of this fight so far. Rocky typically shooting those hard shots at the midsection and arms, managing to corner Ali, but man, oh man, did he take a chopping at the head in exchange. Ali really busted him open and showed his own great ability to punch his way out of troublesome spots when he needs to. Ali's arms and body taking a real pasting, but it's Marciano showing the wear. The bell for round 5, here's Guy.
Both men at work in a hurry here in round 5. Marciano hurt Clay with a short right to the head in round 4. Let's see what kind of lasting effect it may have had. Let him get away. Muhammad Ali still quite fast. Appears all right. There's the Jack Johnson tactic. Propping up the head, holding it steady to get a right hand to it, if you can. But Marciano is keeping him busy. And Clay is lacerating that eye. Marciano having trouble getting in under the long left hand now. And he's moving Marciano around a lot more here in round 5. Marciano scored briefly with the left of the body just then. Muhammad Ali appears to be all right. A pretty combination by Clay. And that right hand bashed the nose and the eye, both bleeding. That really opened things up. Marciano bleeding, and I'd say badly, from the nose and eye. Going to the haunches now, trying to get away from the punishing left hand, and trying to do his own punishing. And lands a good left. And Clay fights him off. Clay very, very strong. Fighting perhaps the strongest man ever to hold the heavyweight crown. And again fights him off. And the eye and the nose of Marciano bleeding, and badly. Clay's best round. But the rock keeps throwing. A punishing round for Marciano, but still plenty of power. Less than 30 seconds remaining, round 5. Clay, spurred by a belt to the head in round 4, has shown great mettle here in round 5. And Marciano has him locked in now and punishing the body. A great round. Cassius Clay arm weary. That left hand, he can hardly raise it. The bell.
Looking at this replay, you can see the Jack Johnson influence, as Ali is using that 14-inch reach advantage to hold the shorter Marciano off while pawing at the cuts, and you know this is driving the Rock straight up the walls. He wants inside, but the fabulous left hand simply lances out and shuts the gate on him time after time. He's going to have to figure it out or he's in real trouble with this fight 1/3 gone. There's the bell, and here's Guy.
The cuts on Marciano's eyes are critical factors as we go here into round 6. A good solid right by the Rock. Muhammad Ali's attack is a little bit lower. He may be arm weary. And the Rock is lacing the body pretty well. A good exchange. And Muhammad Ali lacerating the eyes with those short chops. And they're beginning to bleed again. This is round 6. But again, Muhammad Ali does not have a sustained attack to the face. Now he does, a beautiful combination. And again. And he's belting the right eye open. It's bleeding. And he speeds up things here. And staggers him with the left hand to the head. The right hand is his best punch. Marciano slowed down. Delicate surgery by Muhammad Ali. The eyes and nose of Marciano bleeding and badly. I believe he cannot see as well now. And staggered again with the left. But still coming forward the only way he knows. No need to worry about his endurance. About the bleeding, yes. The Rock this time with a good pasting to the body. Muhammad Ali now lacing the eyes in short spurts, but landing more often. And Rocky definitely having trouble seeing. Appears confused, but it's the vision, it appears to me. Less than a minute remaining, a beautiful left to the jaw by the Rock, and it hurt Muhammad Ali and slowed him down perceptibly, but Marciano doesn't follow up. And he's letting Muhammad Ali come back. Cassius speeds his way out of danger while he peppers the eye. And they are really being shattered. Less than 30 seconds remaining, round 6. Marciano feebly groping for Muhammad Ali. And the eyes continue to be battered. They continue to bleed. A very good body lacing by Marciano. But he is bloody. There's the bell.
In this brief replay, you can see Ali is really using the meat grinder now, chopping and cutting at the Rock, and really throwing that right hand for the first time in this fight. Rocky's cuts are giving him a fit, and Ali is taking advantage of every possible chance to shoot at the vulnerable areas that could mean the big payoff. He staggered Rocky with that big left hand, but Rocky just keeps on boring in and taking to get his own shots home. The bell for round 7. Here's Guy.
Once again, Marciano's corner appears to have the cuts under control. On average, his fights have lasted 5 rounds. On average, Muhammad Ali's opponents have gone 7 per fight. This is the 7th round. Marciano down quite low. Left hand was in by Ali. Muhammad takes some battering down below, but mostly fights off the hands of Rocky Marciano, as Jack Johnson used to do. Ali can hit very well going away, remember that. Lacerated the nose again. It is bleeding again. Good left to the head by Marciano. But his nose is bleeding, and the vision again may be impaired somewhat. Notice Ali can move backward, but does it only in his sparring, and the wild hands over the head indicate to me his vision is impaired. Still trying to nail his foe against the ropes. That's the plan and pattern. Muhammad Ali, very agile for the pounding he's taken down below and trying to fight those hands off again, but this time being pasted. Marciano takes plenty to nail his man in the corner, and accurate hitting into the midsection. Rough down below. Ali splatters the eye again. The left hands are cutting and hurting. Marciano operates like a sheepdog, corralling his man. No luck with the right hand. And the eye being torn apart. Torn apart. Ali, a little weary, moves back into the ropes, and he has now taken a solid pounding down there. Marciano's two hands regarded as the most thunderous hands in the business ever. His condition unquestioned at all time, but he has been a bleeder, and he is bleeding profusely now. He's got his man on the ropes and lets him get away as Ali fights him off. But look at the solid right to the body, and he is really pounding him now. There's the bell.
Taking another look, we can see Rocky's effectiveness is way down. He's missing, seems to have his vision impaired, moving clumsily and looks unsure of himself. And Ali, cockier and more sure of his control of things, is making him pay heavy dues for getting close. Rocky's corner is working feverishly on the cuts between rounds, while Angelo Dundee is obviously giving the word to Ali to keep it cool, keep it going just the way it is. Round 8, and here's Guy LeBeau.
There should be no doubt now about the ability of Muhammad Ali to take punishment and give it when he's taking it. Using the right a little bit earlier now, and suddenly goes to the attack. He took solid left counters to the body from Marciano in the previous round, and now, of course, is turning around, throwing the right to offset the left. Good lacing with the left hand by Muhammad Ali. Solid right to the body by Muhammad Ali. And suddenly we have a stand-up fight. Typical Marciano, holding with the right, peppering the body with the left. But out in the center of the ring where the Rock really doesn't want to be. This is round 8. Combinations all working for Muhammad Ali. All working. He's got the broad attack going here. Man, what a pulverizing there with the left hand, and the nose and the eyes are really mashed. Really, really splattered. Marciano in grave danger here, but still coming forward. Ali keeps it at the range he thinks he can win at. 14-inch reach over Marciano. And hurt against the ropes momentarily by The Rock. But he gets the left to the nose and the eyes. Marciano keeps the target in sight down below. A good look right here why these are the only two undefeated champions in the world. Clay Wilson, a knockdown, and Marciano down for a brief count. He appears all right. He will take the mandatory 8 count. It looked like a right to the jaw, but it was set up by a couple of shots to the body. About 30 seconds remaining, round 8. Marciano coming forward, remembering not to look hurt if he can help it. A bloody pulp. Not able to see too well. Taking a mashing to the face and head by Muhammad Ali, who cannot move in for the kill. He has to respect the bombs of Marciano. Making a good rally at the bell.
While the computer's still printing, let's take another look at the action that led to that knockdown. Ali kept a top pace with Marciano, still the relentless pursuer. But Ali, stabbing and hooking with that left hand, kept the price very, very high. Then as they turned and circled, with the left hand jabbing in there, the punch exchanges still going, there was a big overhand right that dropped in through the hole that wound up putting The Rock on the canvas. And here it comes. The Rock down, he's been cut, he's bleeding, and here's the bell, and here's Guy.
Marciano looks all right again, but the bleeding has not altogether been halted. A bit of a cautious start. Apparently, Muhammad Ali knows that Rocky comes on after some adversity. Being down in the previous round is adversity. Very slow start for these two. Lots of gray matter rotating here. The left draws a little bit more blood. The nose bleeding. Three times in his career, Marciano was close to a TKO because of cuts. Ali shows weariness too, like water buckets hanging from the hands, real down low. The left lacerates more. Missed the right, took a left to the body. Ali coasting, definitely. They're both getting a breather here. Ali with solid shots to the head and face of Marciano. Rock has to back off. He can't take too much of it. Now forward again. Whoops, slip. Hasn't landed that right hand big more than a couple of times this fight. It's the big one. A minute left. Round 9. And the blood really beginning to pour now again. They've decided to look ahead, I think. And you can't blame them. It's been a hurricane through 8 big rounds. Look at that Ali go. Moving like in Paris traffic. He's done everything with The Rock and done it right. Exchanged with him at the body, at the head, stabbed away at him. A great champion. Where'd he go? He was there last. Less than 15 seconds left. And The Rock gets his licks in that time. Ali taking now. There's the bell.
Hanging names on things seems to be a popular pastime, and if this round could be called anything, it would have to be a let's take a breather round, as both fighters seemed to ease off a bit. Neither overpressed the issue. The round was even, and both men showed a lot of caution, with Clay leading the dance in the first half of the round and Rocky taking over in the latter moments and missing the wildest right hand of the fight. Now, there's the bell for round 10. Here's Guy.
Marciano behind as he comes out here for round 10. And a driving quick start for Marciano, beginning where he left off, a pounding of the body. And he keeps it up, not taking much as he drives him here into the ropes. That is accurate bashing by The Rock. Muhammad Ali undecided whether to flurry with him, guard, or what. Missing his own counters as The Rock keeps it up, a relentless battering of the midsection by Marciano, and the best start he's had this fight. Ali, of course, now trying to get the blood started again, and the pace quickens. Marciano still at the body. And a good flurry by Cassius, and a lacerating of the eyes and the nose, and he's got blood under the nose and along the bridge of Marciano's face. 1 minute gone by here in round 10. Marciano trying to knock the guards down, an old trick of his. And Muhammad beautifully keeps that left peppering in his face. The blood flowing now again. Marciano using the right more. And Ali keeping him off with the dancing and the left hand, and beautifully. The Rock may have been told to go out and get his man this time. And Ali may be very conscious of that. He is more respectful this round. Less than a minute left to go in round 10. The Rock has been on the attack throughout in this round. Good flurry by Cassius Clay. Good recuperation by Muhammad Ali, and now he's leading. But The Rock drives on. It is a furious round for the Brockton Blockbuster. A slip. Marciano with throttles wide open, and he's down, a left to the jaw. Here's the count, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's the bell.
A great round for the Rock from Brockton as he chased Ali for the last 30 seconds, pouring the shots in, and finally caught up with him, getting him up against the ropes. The elusive Speed Merchant tried to get away, but the Rock kept pouring the shots in and finally got that big left hook in that drove Ali to the mat. And you can see here at the count of 5 that he was well off the mat, the body free and clear, and here's Guy.
The question is, how much has Muhammad Ali been hurt? How much strength is still there? Marciano immediately hunting the body again and landing solidly. Ali is trapped early, leaping off the ground to pour power into the midsection. That is a brutal blasting. The Rock trying to find the answer for the kill. His punches will jar you and stun you. He has trouble putting the finisher in. A big blasting by Marciano at all points. Solid lefts to the face by Marciano. Missed the right. Looking for the finisher. Trying to wear Ali down, destroy him. And now he's got his own problems. That right eye is cut and bleeding wildly. His face mashed open. Ali sees it. Ali very strong, apparently with plenty of reserve. Came out of that brutal blasting pretty well. Ali with good ripping combinations. Look at that face. Marciano can't take much more up there. Less than a minute left in this round. Ali with a surprising comeback. And he has Marciano retreating. The Rock's vision probably impaired again. Trying to finish him off. And Ali's flurries are hurting. Will he stop it? He let him go. Seconds left. A mashing of the face by Muhammad Ali. A merciless beating by Cassius Clay. And the Rock's still dangerous. There's the bell.
While referee Chris Dundee looks over those cut eyes of Marciano, let's take another look at the remarkable head attack that evened things out in this round for Ali. What a comeback he staged. Make no mistake, Ali had Marciano in real trouble in this round, and even though they're both hurt, both these guys are still plenty dangerous. Here's the bell. Both men out quickly. Here's Guy.
Only one opponent has gone the full 15 rounds with Marciano in his career. 2 have gone the full route with Muhammad Ali. The Brockton blockbuster's got to get things started early because after that he begins to bleed and has to cool it. A quick pace by Muhammad Ali. Remarkable strength and endurance. Looking for the face and the eyes. He caught him a few times that time. Marciano trying to corner him into the ropes. Ali counter-punching. Got good shots in that time. And here is a wilting, savage body beating by Marciano, and he is from that tremendous barrage. The referee picking up the count. 4, 5, 6. He'll take the mandatory 8 count. He just wilted before his blows, as Tony Zale did before Marcel Cerdan. Ali was hurt, and he wants him now. Ali has to keep away on speed. 2 minutes left in this round. Marciano mixing up the blasting now. He got 2 good shots to the jaw that time, trying to put the finisher in. Good defensive work by Muhammad Ali, backing away from him and making him fire at long range with some of the power diminished. Trying desperately to finish him off, and Ali boxing out of trouble. Ali down twice in this fight. Marciano has been down once. Now Marciano running out of a little bit of gas here. Ali coming back. Beautiful combinations by Muhammad Ali, and he's got that eye busted and the nose busted again. Ali speeding up, in fact. And again, Marciano must go into a shell. 1 minute left in this round. It's been a torrid round. Muhammad Ali trying for the knockout now, leveling that right hand and landing with both hands to face and head. A great round for both men. And look at Marciano pressing forward. Got him trapped again. He is taking, and again appears defenseless. But look at that pulp of the face. A solid right by Marciano again. That's the right hand he's been trying to unleash all during this fight, and it's driving the head off the shoulders. Tremendous blasting with the right hand by Marciano. His face is battered. What an exchange. There's the bell.
Once again, The Rock pursuing the speeding Clay, and where he gets the speed from at this late point in the fight's beyond me. Marciano simply would not let up, and in his unbelievably awkward style, finally corralled Ali, worked him into the corner, and then poured 15 consecutive shots with both hands. Administered a body beating that simply caused Ali to wilt and go down. He managed to make it back up, but Ali is now in as much danger of being knocked out as Rocky is of losing the TKO. The bell, here's Guy LeBeau.
The corner has not stopped Marciano's bleeding. Cassius Clay has taken a very enervating battering of the wind reserve. Marciano attacking at all points. That looping left landed on the head right past the guard, and Ali has been hurt. Ali looks out of gas, taking shots now to the body from Marciano. The Rock with a solid right to the jaw that staggers him. A bazooka by Marciano. Ali offering just feeble resistance, but still going. Remarkable. And takes a solid right to the head that staggers him again. He may be going. Ali in deep, deep danger. Trapped here against the ropes by Marciano. Relentlessly. A left by The Rock, and Clay is down. Here's the count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, very weak. 8, 9, 10. Clay knocked out by Marciano. Apparently the Brockton blockbuster completely diffused Muhammad Ali in the previous round. And here found the root for the right hand to the head, finally finishing him off with a looping left hand. Rocky Marciano, a great battle with Muhammad Ali, and still the all-time heavyweight champion.
Let's take another look at this final round just as it went.
The corner has not stopped Marciano's bleeding. Cassius Clay has taken a very enervating battering of the wind reserve. Marciano attacking at all points. That looping left landed on the head right past the guard, and Ali has been hurt. Ali looks out of gas, taking shots now to the body for Marciano. The Rock with a solid right to the jaw that staggers him. A bazooka by Marciano. Ali offering just feeble resistance, but still going. Remarkable. And takes a solid right to the head that staggers him again. He may be going. Ali in deep, deep danger. Trapped here against the ropes by Marciano. Relentlessly. A left by the Rock, and Clay is down. Here's the count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, very weak. 8, 9, 10. Clay knocked out by Marciano. Apparently the Brockton blockbuster completely defused Muhammad Ali.
And so it's Rocky Marciano retaining his title as all-time heavyweight champion of the world. Thanks, Till.